Okay. Well, Juliet can't come, but she said, please record it for her so that she could be there. Okay, so does everybody have their sheets handy, or should I just post it right here?
Yeah.
Okay. And okay, so this is actually part 2 of little creatures, very little creatures with lots of legs. Last week we had the creatures with 6 legs, and today we have the creatures with 8 legs. And so the basic teaching around insects versus spiders is the basic difference you want to get to is that the insects have the ability to multiply fast. So what the message is there is that you want to be able to do small things that can be multiplied. That's the thing that should come into your mind when you have an insect dream. Is that what's a small thing that I can do that's really positive that can be multiplied, both in your individual life and in your collective life. Like finding positives in others by doing kind things, small things. You can have a quick multiplying effect that can be pervasive to all of things. In the same way, like a virus or something can spread really quickly, like we're seeing in the world, right? We want to be able to do the positive opposite. Okay, so most of the things that I want to do tonight are going to be in the large group. I don't think we're going to go into breakout groups because of what we're doing here. I think it's an advantage for everybody to hear everybody else. So that's important. The last time we spent quite a bit of time, I thought it was really productive, and I thought you all did a really fantastic job on identifying different qualities, positive and negative, in animals, and then what that meant in terms of their spiritual capacities or their positive qualities and negative qualities, and how that affects you in your everyday life. Today, what I'm going to start, you can see the theme there at the top of the page. There is building a positive web, because that's the message of a spider, right? The message of an insect is multiplying your actions, but the message of a spider is building a positive web. So that's what we're going to be mostly about today. Okay, the first activity, we're just going to start you right off with doing some work. And I'm going to give you the order of sharing now, so so that you'll know. Clara, you're first. I'm just showing you. I'm just who's ever on my screen first. That's who gets that's who gets picked on. Debbie, you're second. Mark, you're third. Rachel, you're fourth. Erica, you're fifth. Isa, you're sixth. Mariam, are you there, Mariam?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry,
Okay,
there's just
all right.
too many
Okay.
kids noises, so I
Okay.
put myself on
Okay,
mute.
Mariam, you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th, and I'm gonna
Sorry,
be
who am I
8th.
after?
You're after Isa.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay, its first activity is like the first activity is what I want you to do is, in your dream journal, think of a positive animal for each person in the group. Okay, that's 8 animals you're going to have to think of. And then write the name of the animal and the quality it represents. So make sure you all have everybody's name. And if you, okay, so Mark, you're probably the least familiar with everybody in this group, but just make it up if you can't think of anything. Just don't sweat it. Like, don't sweat it. It's just practice for validating and whatever. Okay, so that's what your work is right now.
Could you give us that again?
Okay, so it's on the paper here, right? It says, in your dream journal, think of a
people.
What?
Order of people.
Oh, Clara, Debbie, Mark, Rachel, Erica, Isa, Mariam, Richard. Okay, so make sure you get the 8 people, and you probably can see them on the screen or not. I don't know. Okay, so in each, you're gonna think of a positive animal for each person, and then write the name of the quality and what the quality it represents. Okay. Okay, and let's think about. I'll give you 5 or 6 minutes to do that.
Is it any specific reason that we're doing the animal for? Like, are we trying to find an animal that they need, or what's
No, and a positive animal that when you think about them, a positive animal comes to mind,
okay.
and it represents a quality in them. Okay.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
Okay. Mostly what we're doing is we are writing down. You are number 9, Mostly.
Okay.
Okay, and what we're doing is writing down an animal for each person in the group.
Okay.
Okay, and let me tell you the people in the group so you know.
Thank you.
Clara,
Yeah.
Debbie,
Yeah.
Mark,
Okay.
Rachel,
Yeah.
Erica,
Okay.
Isa,
Okay.
Mariam,
So Miriam.
yeah, Richard,
Okay.
and yourself.
Okay.
Okay, so find an animal for each person and the positive qualities with them. Okay.
Sorry, who was the second person was Debbie, right?
Debbie, yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
And I'm number 9. Just an
Yeah.
animal for each person?
yeah.
Okay. This is hard.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'll give you a few more minutes. Okay, Clara, are you ready?
I am not ready.
Okay.
It's hard, Richard. I can't believe you're doing this to us.
Okay, Debbie, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay.
I feel
Here's
like I
how.
need a list of all animals to refer to. I could only think of like 4 animals, and I was
Okay.
like,
All right. Okay. Don't just
Don't
go
take-
for it.
Don't take offense, please, people. These
Okay.
animals.
No. Okay. So, just the way that I want you to do it is go through the people on the list, say the animal that you have for them and the quality. Don't do an explanation.
Right. Got it.
And then after you do, after you name a person and say it just wait 4 or 5 seconds so everybody can get a sense or feel for that energy in that person.
Okay.
Okay, got it?
Mhm.
Yeah, but don't, because we don't need explanations. I just wanted you to do validation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Clara, blue heron, graceful.
hmm,
Myself, deer, gentleness. Mark, bear, strength. Rachel, dog, faithful. Erica, hare, quick and intuitive. Isa, dolphin, joyful. Mariam, robin, cheerful, spring sweetness. Richard, owl, wise hunter.
hmm,
Moshe, fox, clever.
hmm.
Excellent work, Debbie. You get really good.
That was awesome.
Okay. Mark, you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm trying to be ready to go. Okay, so I have almost everybody here, but some of you I don't know very well, so you have to bear with me.
Okay.
Okay, so Miriam, I have bear, like a mama bear protector. Clara, I have gazelle, fast, quick.
Hmm,
Rachel, I have as an ox, hardworking. Richard, I have an owl as well for you, wise. Isa, blue jay, free spirited. I don't even know how to pronounce your name. Ajana, is that what it is?
Most day.
Most day.
Yeah.
I was thinking of a cat,
Nice.
mysterious, independent.
Nice.
Debbie, lioness, loyal, and protector as well. Erica, I didn't get to you yet. Let me see. I was thinking of something that to represent kindness and caring. That's what I've kind of gotten from you so far, and I couldn't really put my finger on an animal for that.
Okay. Oh, okay, you can get that later.
Okay.
That was fantastic, Mark. Good job. And you're
Oh,
for
myself.
not. Oh yeah,
We're
yeah,
supposed to do
yourself.
ourselves as well. Mark,
Yeah.
a dog, loyal.
Okay. Debbie, did you do yourself?
Yes, I did. I said deer, gentleness.
Okay, that's right. Okay. Rachel.
Okay, for Clara, I have a stork, like bringing gifts and bounties to others.
Wow.
Debbie, I have a hummingbird, busy, busy bringing beauty. I didn't know how else to describe that. Okay, Mark, I also had a dog for loyalty. For myself, I have a turtle, slow and steady. For Richard, I have a bear for strength. For Erica, I have a polar bear for having a lot of strength in cold environments. Miriam, I have a cat for being very nurturing. It's the way with your baby, very nurturing, like a cat with kittens. Isa, for some reason, a penguin came to mind, and I can't think of why. I don't know the quality. There's something about playfulness and very resourceful. And then Mojade, I have a horse for being determined and empowered.
And yourself?
I'm a slow and steady turtle.
Oh, turtle. That's right. You said
Yes.
turtle. Okay, fantastic. Really good. Erica?
Forgot I was muted.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, for you, Dad, I had also an owl for direction and purpose and to help get you out of the material world. Clara, I had an eagle for perspective, illumination, and to help you connect to your inner guide. Miriam, I had a lion for strength and boundaries. Mark, I also had an owl for tapping into inner guidance. Rachel, I don't know, what came to me was a spirit bird, so I don't know what specific bird it is, but for like giving you the strength and determination to find your purpose and carry it through. And Debbie, I had a butterfly for you to carry you gently through life. Isa, I had a soft deer. Oh, also for carrying you gently through life. Same thing. And for myself, I had a rabbit for joy and bouncing up energy.
Wow.
And for Moishte, I actually got two animals. So the first was a deer for being gentle with yourself. And the second was a fox, which I think somebody else had mentioned a fox.
Yeah, that's neat.
And that was for outsmarting the troublemakers.
Cute.
Okay, thank you, Erica. Really good. Isa.
Put a rabbit for undetermined reasons.
For who?
Yeah, we missed the first part. You were muted. That's okay.
Oh, a rabbit.
For whom?
Oh, Miriam.
Okay. Okay.
For Erica, I put an otter for playful, loving. For Mark, I put a bear for steady. For Rachel, I put a dog for loving. Oh, also a raccoon for curious. For Clara, I put a dolphin for connection. For Debbie, I put a songbird for music. For Richard, I put an owl for wisdom and like sweeping motions.
Okay.
And for Mojde, I put a lion for strong. For myself, maybe an unsure bird.
Okay, fantastic. Well, that was really good, Isa. Way to go. Mariam?
Hi. So for Clara, I put a singing bird, just feeling light and joyful, spreading joy. Debbie, I put a lion. She's very courageous and people listen to her. Mark, I put a wolf for endurance. Rachel, I put a bear for strength, but like a compassionate, caring, and kind bear that has the strength. And Erica, I put a swan. It's very graceful and yeah. Isa, I put a puppy, very playful and joyful. For Richard, I had also put owl. I love how we're all
Okay.
for
I didn't put it out.
Oh, okay. I put wise and calm and grounded, and for direction, yeah. Mojde, I put a cat for independence as well. Myself, maybe a bird. I would like to be an owl these days. Like I feel like I need to be, but I'm not sure.
You can choose one that you want to be too. That's good.
Okay. I want to be I don't know, maybe eagle or owl.
Okay, it sounds like somebody's eating some nuts.
Yes, I have Mava here.
What's that, Mama? Okay, that's good. Good, Mama. She's being a squirrel.
Oh yes.
Which is resourceful. Okay, so I'm gonna go next. Clara, I picked you as a dolphin for joyful, connecting, and playful. And Debbie, I picked you as a robin because you come out in the spring and with all your joyful singing. Mark, I have you as a coyote, wily coyote, kind of intelligent but not showy with it. Rachel, I had you as an owl because you have a lot of insight. Erica, you're a flying fish. Because you go streamline really quickly through things, but you're also up in the air, like excited. So, Isa, I have you as a macaw because you're so colorful and creative.
What is that, maca?
In Portuguese, it's an arara.
Back up. That sounds great. Aurora.
In English, what is it?
It's a
Parrot.
It's a
Parrot.
It's not a
Kind of.
parrot. It's like
Not
a
a parrot.
big one that's blue
Colorful
and yellow.
Okay.
Also, the macaws can be blue and red and all that kind of thing.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. That's Isa. Mariam, I had you as a deer for your gentleness. Richard, I had you as a kangaroo, being really bouncy. And Mojde, I had you as an otter, being really playful. And that's it. Okay, Clara, are you ready?
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
so.
Okay.
God. All right. Okay, Debbie, I have you as a beaver because you're always working hard, I think. Mark, I have you as a buffalo, strength and respect and bravery. Rachel, I have you as a horse. You're powerful and strong and always driven. Erica, I have you as a spider, even haven't learned what a spider is yet, but I think spiders create webs and transform things, you know. Isa, I have you as an otter because you're playful. Miriam, I have you as a swan because you're elegant and gentle. Richard, I'm sorry, but you're still an owl. I tried, but it's like there, you know.
I was crying.
Mojde, I have you as a salmon because I think you also work very hard and go upstream a lot, I think. And then for me, I originally had myself as an eagle, but then you said we should pick something that we want to. So I need something with transformation. So I haven't finished figuring out if this is right, but I decided I'm a moth. Because I'm in the dark and I'm trying to.
Okay.
do something. Anyways.
Okay, fantastic. Mojde?
So for Clara, I identified kangaroo because I think of having a lot of energy. For Debbie, I thought of a dog for loyalty. For Mark, again, Mark, I don't know you very well. I haven't been able to attend a lot of these sessions, but for some reason, I think of you as being very observant. So I thought of cheetah as the animal. For Rachel, I thought of a queen bee in the way of like leading the pack as well as strength. Erica, I thought of butterfly because I think you're very versatile in the way that you're able to like learn and transform. That's just what came to me. Isa, I thought of a bunny rabbit because there's a softness about you that I've always felt. Mariam, I thought of a colorful bird, which represents like gentleness and vibrant. Richard, I thought of an eagle, which
Yay, I wasn't
represents
an owl.
yeah, I thought of wisdom and like soaring in the other realm, like having this vision. And then for myself, I thought turtle, slow, and perseveres.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, that was really good work. It's fantastic work because everybody got everybody, and it was a little bit challenging, but you did it.
It
And
helped that Debbie started it because she gave, I think, some inspiration.
Debbie did really great. Yeah, you're really inspired on that. So when we do when we do this kind of activity, there's two reasons for doing this activity. Is one, so that you can think metaphorically much quicker, and that you can go from the spiritual world into the real world and in a metaphoric way quickly. And it's very obvious that you all have that ability and you're all working that. So and then like when you're reading somebody's dream and then those animals show up in that person's dream, then you can start doing exactly what you did right here, which is to start to see that in them, the positive energy within them. And also because the theme of the spider world is to build a web, like the way Clara was suggesting there, when you see the positive in other people and you say it out loud, particularly being able to say it out loud and acknowledge the other person, it calls out the positive energy in them. They can identify with it, and then it strengthens the web. It makes the web a stronger web, and it makes connections between people stronger. And you can kind of feel that. The really nice thing about doing an activity about this is you can not only feel what people say about you, but when somebody says something about somebody else and it resonates, you can feel the vibration in yourself on the web. Like when somebody's validating somebody else for their abilities or whatever, you just get the vibration, and then you go, oh, and then that resonates with inside of you, and then you're better connected with each other or with all of us together. So so that's why we do that's why we're doing this energy. And what I keep trying to develop within you as we do the dream work is just a facility to be able to think in a metaphoric manner, because that's the way the dream world works. And then when you start going off the deep end, like some of us do here, then then the real world actually becomes the dream world. So then, you know, like when you get into a car accident or whatever, that's a metaphor for your life. Or when your car breaks down in the middle of the road, that's it, and you need to go to the mechanic, that's a metaphor for your life, right? I mean, that's how you can start thinking. You can take advantage of every day what happens to you as a metaphor for your spiritual growth, really. They can just, you know, and you can just think about this world that we're living in, and then as you live as like just a big school for learning about all kinds of things. So and then it gets really exciting and really interesting. Okay, let's go on to the next part of this, which is the dream. And I think we will have Isa. Would you read the dream to us?
Sure. Dream. I was standing right in front of a mirror and looking at myself. And then I noticed that there was a spider in my right eye. I thought the spider was dead. When I pulled it out, I saw that it was alive. I dropped it onto the ground. When I went back to look in the mirror, I saw another spider that I thought was dead, but found that it was alive. I pulled it out and dropped this one on the ground also. I repeated this 3 times and then I woke up.
Okay.
That's cool, man.
Moshe, would you read it again?
Sure. I was standing in front of a mirror looking at myself, and then I noticed that there was a spider in my right eye. I thought the spider was dead, but when I pulled it out, I saw that it was alive. I dropped it on the ground. When I went back to look in the mirror, I saw another spider that I thought was dead, but I found that it was alive. I pulled it out and dropped this one on the ground also. I repeated this 3 times and then I woke up.
Okay, great. This happens to be my dream. So, and I had this dream, right? Remember what I told you? I think the next time we need to do insects. And then 2 days later, I had this dream. And Erica had an insect dream right after that too, right? And then I pulled one out. So, well, this is actually a spider dream. So, okay, so what we're going to do on the questions is we're only going to do one question at a time, and we're going to do it like we were, like what we were doing on the validation exercise, and we'll follow the same order. And we won't make, Clara, we won't make you start every answer, but we'll make you start the first one. Okay, so the question number 1, what I want you to do is just spend some time thinking about the answers, write them down. We'll give you 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll share our answers. Okay, and what I want you to understand here is there's no, don't try to think in terms of right and wrong here. Just think in terms of what it means to you, and then what you're getting out of, because that's how I want you to start thinking. So the question number 1 is, what is the significance of standing in front of a mirror and looking at yourself? And then related to that, what is the advantage of seeing yourself in a positive way in the mirror? And what is the advantage of seeing yourself in a negative way in the mirror? You can say it that way. Okay. Okay, so spend a little bit of time. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Clara, do you want to give us your answers?
Okay. The significance of standing in front of the mirror and seeing your reflection is to see your true self or who you really are. If you see yourself as in a positive way, it's good because you're seeing your positive qualities and it like encourages you. And seeing yourself in a negative way is good because you see your shadow side or your ego and you know what needs to change.
Okay, thank you. Good insights. Debbie?
I said that standing in front of a mirror and looking at yourself is how you see yourself. So if it's positive, you see your virtues, you feel good about yourself. If it's negative, the advantages, it tells you the way that you need to grow and the virtues that you need to develop.
Okay, thank you. Mark?
Seeing yourself in the mirror, self-reflection, the ability to look at yourself and see yourself for who you truly are. Seeing something positive, it means you're doing something right and you should continue on that path. Something negative, it's an opportunity for positive change.
Okay, great. Thank you. Rachel?
I said seeing yourself in the mirror means you're seeing your true self. The positive way shows you, gives you encouragement, and that's the qualities you can consolidate into yourself. And then the negative is becoming aware of the areas of growth.
Okay, fantastic. Erica?
Yeah, basically the same as what everyone else said. So seeing yourself in front of the mirror is seeing your true self. Your both the positive and negative, and allowing yourself to be vulnerable and let go of your protection and defense. And the advantage of seeing the positive, what was the positive, seeing yourself in a positive way was seeing your true self, and seeing yourself in a negative way is seeing your lower self.
Okay, great. Isa?
I wrote, it helped you see yourself from a different perspective, but the view can be warped because it's an inside perspective.
Okay.
Negative, you get to see what needs to change and develop. Positive, you get to see you see your virtues and your true self. I don't know, I'm just copying other people.
Okay, that's good. Okay, Mariam?
So self-reflection, the positive is encouraging to continue, and the negative is room for direction for improvement.
Okay, great. And Richard, okay, it's pretty much the same. I put self-reflection. I said also, like when you look in the mirror, there's no lying. You see, you see what you see, like, so. So it helps you to get out of lying about yourself and be transparent. And the positive is being excited about who you are, and the negative is so that you can see what you need to face, what your challenges are. Okay, Moshte?
I said looking in the mirror is connecting back to yourself, seeing the totality of who you are.
Yeah.
Advantage of positive is acknowledge gifts, skills, see uniqueness. And then advantage of negative is areas to improve, transformation, growth.
Great. Okay, great. Can anybody think of some famous stories where a mirror is a significant player in the story?
Well, Michael Jackson song Man in the Mirror.
Okay.
I don't know a story.
I was thinking Snow White.
Snow White, yeah.
Yeah, Snow White.
Snow White's a classic one, right? Yeah. Yeah.
You missed that story, Moshte.
I can't think of Snow White. What happens again?
I know. You didn't grow up with that story.
Mirror,
I was
mirror,
here.
mirror,
I was
mirror
here.
on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I know that story now. It
Okay.
took me a while to
Yeah,
connect to
okay.
it.
Yeah. So yeah. So when you see a mirror in the dream, it's just it's reflection, right? It's a place where it means you need to reflect. You need to reflect on yourself or a situation or whatever if a mirror shows up. Okay, now let's go to question number 2. And Rachel, would you read it?
Yep. Think of positive characteristics of a spider and write them down. Now think of the negative characteristics of a spider. Write them down. Remember that we have a negative experience with an animal. Remember that we have okay. Yeah. When we have a negative experience with an animal, the goal is detachment, flipping to the positive, and then embracing it. When we have a positive experience with an animal, the goal is to embrace the animal's energy.
Well, okay, so the next question has to do with what are the positive and negative characteristics of a spider? Okay, so this time let's start with Erica, and then we'll go down and then up. Yeah. Okay, so what are the positive and negative qualities of a spider?
So for positive, I wrote they are connectors. They hardworking, building their web. They're smart, creative, and they know how to work really hard and then rest really hard, like work and then rest.
Oh yeah,
good work-life balance.
That's good. And negative?
Okay, for the negative, I wrote they bite. They're small. Not all of them bite, so then a lot of them are defenseless and they can easily get squashed.
Oh, that's good. Isa?
For positive, I put clever, connected, networking. They would be amazing
Yeah.
network. Artists and fast. For negative, I put draining, trapping, tangling.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Mariam.
So for positive, I put resilience. I maybe because this like really thin web is really strong. I don't know how to describe that.
What did you
Like they make such a thin web that you think it breaks easily, but it's actually quite strong. I put resilience.
Okay.
And then for negative they bite. I put that. Yeah.
Okay. Richard. Okay. So builds a web connecting. Okay. So the other thing a spider does is it sacrifices itself for its babies. Some spiders, they let the babies eat the mother.
Oh my God.
It sacrifices itself for the next generation, actually. And I also put their organizational genius, because the way they organize the web in order to do that. Negative is poisonous. They have poisonous attacks. They trap others in deceit and lies and gossip. They build a negative web of relationships to get what they want. Moshte?
I put they're creative, independent, adaptive. And then for negatives, I put feared by some and lack consideration for other people's space. They take over.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay. Clara?
Okay, for positive, I put they're creative, they weave things together, they bring dreams into reality.
Okay.
For negative, I said also that they can infest a space and that they're manipulative because they're like trapping flies.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Debbie?
Positive, I said they're patient and receptive. They wait for things to come to them and they build connections. And then the negative was plotting, manipulative, spinning a web of lies.
Okay. Fantastic. Mark?
For positive, I have patient because they are patient when they're waiting for flies to fly into their web. Organized, and as far as building, like complex designs, like it's very complex design they create. For negative, I have scary looking, creepy. I don't know. Creepy just comes to mind when I think of a spider.
Yeah.
I have they're small. They're predatorial, so they kill things.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a positive thing.
Rachel?
Okay, so I have the positive is that creativity and the ingenuity in creating their web. But I actually had a question because I had a dream before about spiders, like a sack of baby spiders, you know? So I was in the last session, I said it's positive that they multiply quickly, but you were saying that's the difference between insects and spiders, is that insects tend to multiply quickly, but that's not necessarily the spider's key quality.
Well,
Can you clarify?
it did for you, right? So that was important for you, which means that you can what that means is that you can get a lot of, or you're supposed to get a lot of small webs going.
Right.
You can make a lot of small webs to get moving, right? That's what you can do. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And then for the negative, yeah, I also feel that they're very creepy, and you know, the fact that they're poisonous and they can bite.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, so like Mark, you and Rachel both said creepy, right?
Mhm.
And
Independently, actually.
so a spider could be like a creepy person.
Mm.
Like somebody that creeps around is like a spider. Like
Right.
they're creepy and you know they're ready to pounce at some point. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's go on to question number 3, which is okay, so we're going to do this question, and then I'll just ask for a few people. Answer it to yourself, and then I'll just ask a couple of people what they think of this. What does it mean to think that something is dead, but find out that it is alive? And then what does it mean that it happened 3 times? Well, that's a tricky question. Yeah. Okay. But it's very important to the dream. That's why you have to meditate on it. Okay, who would like to venture a guess?
I will.
Okay.
Okay. I said you thought those abilities or virtues were dead, but they were alive. And the question I have is, did it happen 3 times? Like something happened.
Okay, so so the 3 different spiders means it happened 3 different times.
That's what it seems
And yeah, okay, and then like you're saying, it was an ability that you thought was dead, but then it came alive, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else have anything different?
I said something is lost, not available, but then it's invited back into your life. And
Okay.
its presence is significant. That's why it's happened 3 times.
Okay.
I just have a
I was
question.
wondering if the 3 times meant there was 3 origins.
Yeah, that's what it means. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else have anything?
And my question is could it be that some negative things like
Yeah.
is it you know were removed and then you try like in a negative quality way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That it's like I looked in the mirror And what did I see? I saw a spider there, right? I thought it was dead, right? So I took it out, right? Because spider doesn't belong in your eye.
So it's like a negative dream, would you say?
Well, it wasn't like traumatic. It was just like a reflection, right? Like, so, so, I like the way Debbie saw this, which is, oh, it's an ability that you had that you thought was dead, but then it came alive. But it's also the opposite, right? It was an issue that you thought was dead, and then you found out that it was alive. Still, the issue was still alive. You can do it either way.
That's what I had written.
Yeah.
That I thought was you thought the potential for negative harm was dead, but it wasn't.
Yeah, right. And then had to go back and take it out.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just ask about the 3-time thing?
Yeah.
Could it be that, you like really need a lot of spiders? You have to do it like 3 times.
Well, no, what it means is I'm a really hard learner. I had to go through it 3 times in my life.
I had that too. I had like 3 strikes, you're out. If you're not going to get this in 3, it's over.
Yeah, right. Like, I got it more than once in my life, and then they go, come on, wake up. Like, okay. Yeah, so just a note.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just wondering, like, would you ask the person, like, what kind of feeling did you have about this? Like,
right.
If
okay,
it was
ask me that.
Like, what did you feel about this when you saw the spider in your eye? Like, were you shocked? Were you scared? Were you like, you didn't really care? You're just like, oh,
okay, and that's a really important question to ask, and that was a really good question. And the answer is, it wasn't horrifying, and it wasn't positive. It was mildly negative. It was more toward neutral than anything else. So which is kind of interesting to me.
Maybe it was an issue that you can handle not too bad.
Yeah. I mean, like, the traumatic part is over, but I still have something to learn or whatever. Yeah.
Right.
What I wanted to focus on here too is that when you get numbers, or when you're a particular age, or that refers to when the origin of the issue began, or, well, in this case it says how many times you had the issue. But a lot of times in a dream you'll say, well, I was my age, but I was like a teenager or something like that, right? Or I was a teenager, or I was in my house that I grew up in, or whatever. And then there's a lot of clues in the dream that tell you when the origin of the issue happened, when it started. And you have to pay attention to pay attention to the origins by the clues around you, right? And a lot of times it'll be ages, or it'll be like people that you were with. I was with my high school friends. Okay, that means that it started in high school. I was with my college people I went around in college. That's what it started in college. Or things like that. That's how you know when a dream started. Or I was in my house that I grew up in. These are very common origin stories for you. And this one's pretty. I've been over this one a lot, so I know what the 3 times are, right? I know that the 3 origins are, so that's pretty good. Okay. Okay, let's do question number 4, which is, why was it positive That the dreamer took the spider out of his eye and dropped it on the ground. And why do you suppose the dreamer woke up at that point, after the third time? If you can answer those questions. Okay, so would anybody like to answer that one? What part, wait a minute, what was positive? No, where we are, question number 5.
Question 4.
Why was it, I'm really lost. I can tell that spider's still in my eye, right? Why was it positive that the dreamer took the spider out of his eye and dropped it on the ground? And why do you suppose the dreamer woke up at that point? Okay. Isa.
I read that maybe it was releasing whatever negative energy to a place where it can be examined or aware of the problem and look at it from above.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you for that. That's really good. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
why do you suppose the dreamer woke up?
Maybe as a conclusion to the metaphor.
Is it like waking up to your true self?
Yeah, but why at that point?
Because you could finally see the issue clearly because you got rid of the spider.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Hmm.
Anybody else?
Hmm. I don't know. I think I'm wrong now, but hey.
There's no wrong answers except for
There's
you.
no wrong answers. Okay. I thought you dropped the spider so it could like do its web weaving down there, and and you woke up because you weren't ready to have your web yet. So
Okay, that's good. That's a really good idea too. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Okay, seeing it in a more positive way about the spiders. Okay.
I can share mine.
Okay.
I said that it's positive that you took the spider out because it means you can solve your own problems. And waking up at that point because the issue was taken care of or resolved.
Okay. 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 Good. Okay. Moshe, you were not here last time, but we talked a fair amount about the metaphor of waking up.
Yeah.
Okay. And because oftentimes people will say a dream and then they'll say, and then they woke up, right? And then I woke up. Okay.
Yeah.
So the question that I always have, well, why do they wake up at that point, right? Do they wake up in their life? Did they, and like what you all said were really good answers. And I don't think any is particular right or wrong, but Um, yeah, I mean, when I think about it that myself, I go, well, okay, once I knew that I had a spider in my eye, and then I could wake up and start dealing with it or whatever. So that's another way to think about it. So what do you when your eye just ask you all the question, and then whoever wants to answer can. When your eye is in the dream, uh, what does that? What is that? What can that be a metaphor for? Is anybody?
Your vision,
Oh,
like
Right.
your long-term vision.
Yeah, the
right?
vision. Yeah, vision. Right. Okay. Anything else?
Well, it could be
perhaps insight.
Insight. Perfect. Yeah. Okay.
seeing things clearly.
Okay. Right. Seeing things clearly. Okay. But you can't see things very clearly when a spider's in your eye. Okay. And why would the spider be in the right eye and not the left eye?
Oh,
See that? See, I look at everything. So you have to get an idea. Okay, why? You have to be curious about why the right eye and not the left eye.
That's really cool. It makes me think of when I had learned that when you look to the right is the future and the left is the past.
Mm-hmm.
So is it possibly maybe right eye is more future?
Yeah, could be. Yeah. Looking, I'm able to see my future more clearly when the spider's not in my eye. There's another possible one.
Maybe because it's like your dominant eye, so it's like your strength. It's related to your like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Oh, maybe it has to do with the different sides of the brain.
Good.
You know, like the right, like the right eye would be connected to.
Left brain.
Implicit memory.
Yeah.
there's also the right and the left, masculine and feminine energy.
Right. Okay. Which is which?
I don't know.
Okay. There's another obvious metaphor, but it's more like a homonym. In English, does
Right and not wrong.
yeah, right. Seeing things
The
Oh,
right way.
in the right way, not the wrong way. Right. You could do that. That could be the metaphor too. Yeah. Okay. So that was really good because I wanted to introduce you to right and left, and when you can just pay attention to that kind of thing when you have them in the dreams, right? So, good. Okay, question number 5. Let's answer this one. What part of the Dreamwork practice was the dreamer not able to do in the dream? Well, what is the work left to do? Okay.
Kill the spider.
Take
No, become the positive
wait,
spider.
wait. Okay, just
Sorry.
take your time and write the answer down. No, okay. Mariam, you lost your self-discipline on that one.
Oh, absolutely. I was just ready to kill the spider.
That spider really got to you. Okay. Okay. Okay, who has an answer? What was left to do? Except for Mariam, you're not allowed to answer. No, it's okay. Isa.
Kill the spider.
Okay.
No, Mariam, I did it for you.
Yeah, okay.
I'm struggling to follow this one, so I'm not really sure what to add here.
We have sound, baby.
Okay.
Rachel,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
here. There she is. You taking your time?
Does anybody have an idea what was?
I wrote, find the positive spider energy in your life.
Right.
Create positive webs and
Right.
sort through your three origins.
And work through the three origins.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And what do you think working through the three origins will give you? Give me.
How to create the positive web.
Okay, good. Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Just becoming that positive web maker and networker and creativity and those things.
Okay, fantastic. Okay. Yeah, and then that just becomes the thing that you have to do after you get the dream, right? Okay, is that clear, Moshe? Do you get that? What?
Yeah, I get that part.
Oh, okay. 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 Now, the last thing is I want you to do is, I want you to become spiders, positive spiders, Mariam, not negative ones. And I want you to make a plan, just a brief plan. Right now, I'll give you like about 2 or 3 minutes. You don't have to do anything elaborate. I want you to make a plan to build a positive web in your circle of influence. I invented that term, circle of influence. Start from easier tasks to more difficult ones. Okay? Just
Can you like rephrase that? Because I don't know what you're saying.
okay.
Give me an example, or my brain is not.
Okay. Okay, so I want you to imagine that in your life you can you can build a positive web of interactions and influence and things that you can have on, you can build a positive web in your life and make kind of a plan of what that would look like or what you would like to do with it. Is that clear, Clara?
A little. I'll try.
Okay. Anybody else have a clarifying question or clarifying for Clara? Clarity. For clarity.
I can tell you what I'm doing.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm making a web. So I've got myself in the middle.
Can you? I can't see you, Deb. Just a minute. Let me find you here.
Oh, that's good.
So I'm just thinking about some of the areas that I have some kind of contact or a connection with people, and where I can have a positive influence on them. So I'm just thinking about, okay, what can I do for this group? What can I do for this group? And then, what are the connections kind of thing.
Okay. All right. Okay. So just spend a few minutes doing that. And when we go around to share, I'll just ask you to share one thing that you have, not the whole thing. Okay, let's just go through the list and just say one thing that's on your plan. Debbie?
Okay. I have a parenting class that I just finished giving, and I want to send them a letter and also invite them to a Virtues Connection meeting.
Okay. Mark?
I said connect more with my circle of influence to create positive communication lines.
Okay. And okay. And I assume you know who your circle of influence is, right?
Yes.
Okay. Rachel?
I said taking steps to promote growth with CTF.
Okay. Erica?
Make banana bread and cookies for neighbors.
Oh, it's so cute.
Hey, I'm your neighbor.
Can I be your neighbor?
I'm your neighbor. Don't forget about me.
You are my neighbor. Oh.
Yeah. Isa?
I didn't know what to put. I should be nice to people.
Okay. That would be a change. I'm just kidding. Okay. Okay, to strengthen your web, what you just do is just think about who specifically you would like to be nicer to, or who specifically you would like to connect with more. Yeah. Okay. Mariam?
Maybe she can steal some of that cookies and send it to Grandpa or something. I was thinking, I know some new, but then some new moms who are going to have their babies in the coming months. So kind of like divide up my baby stuff that I'm starting to not use anymore, and then kind of give it to them. And yeah, they often have questions when first time mom. So kind of like being support for them and helping them.
Okay, great. What I put was follow up more people when I make a connection, like to go back to them right away, or not wait to get back to them, whatever. And then go out of my way to make some connection. Moshe?
I'm a part of United Nations, not United Nations, United Way, like volunteering. And so I get these emails all the time, go drop a hamper off or go pick this up, and just try to do a bit more of that right now, especially I think with the weather changing and this being a more difficult time for people.
Yeah. Okay. Great. And Clara?
I'm intent on getting the right dissertation committee together. And then
That's right. Build your web. Great.
it's my web.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then through the writing, well, I want to influence also the people on the committee, but also the people who are going to read this thing that will one day be written. So.
Okay. All right. Good. Yeah. And that, okay. So strengthen your connection with them.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That was really great work. Everybody did outstanding work on all this. What I want to emphasize here is that you could see that this was a relatively small dream, a short dream, but by paying attention to all the details that existed there, you can spend a lot of time and you can mine it for as much as you want, and it can go farther and farther. And it's really helpful even to do it as a group or whatever. So it's just that everything in a dream can have a meaning. You know, some things are going to be more important than others, but you can find meaning, and the more you look into the metaphors, the more doors that will open up, and it can be really positive in that way. And it's just really fun to go deep into one and then check out all the metaphors. Okay, so if you look at your screen there, can you see that bad dream?
Yeah.
Okay. One of the things that I happened to do for a while, this was, I used to go into Debbie's class. She was teaching grade 3. And I used to go into her class and we would do like, I would do like a couple of hours. I don't remember how exactly we did this. Well, yeah, I would do a couple hours with the kids and then they would write their best dream and their worst dream. And then they would draw the picture of it. These are like 8-year-olds, Debbie, is that how old you were?
8, 9.
Yeah. So the next session, we're going to start to look at, like I have a whole, like I have about 20 of them that we're not going to look at them all. And you can get, so I think this will be helpful for you, Moshe, because you're kind of starting to work with children and stuff. You can get you can get a glimpse into what a child's mind is like and what their concerns are and what they're going for, and like how creative they get in their drawings and that kind of thing. Okay. Anybody have any questions before we close tonight?
Yeah, what's the symbol? What does it mean symbolically to saw, scissors, and cut down a stick?
Okay. That's really good question.
Are we gonna talk? We're gonna talk about this dream right now, Richard?
No, we're gonna talk about this next time.
Okay.
The big metaphor is actually being sent to the police.
Jail.
Yeah. So, but I just wanted to show it to you, just give you where we're gonna head next time. Okay.
Awesome.
Great. Okay. Good night, everybody.
Good
Love
night.
you all.
Good night.
Sweet
Thank you.
dream. Very sweet dream.
Thank you.
Thank you.